Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're on page 51 of your student journal, page 51. And our objective today is I will solve one step subtraction word problems with an unknown result. Okay, so today I will solve one step. One step just means that you're going to have one operation. And because we've been doing subtraction, they're going to be subtraction. And word problems are story problems. And where it says with an unknown result, result's your answer. So we are not going to have the answer here. Okay. So our vocabulary says clue operation words. When you're solving word problems or story problems, you want to always look for clue operation words. So it says terms that help you decide which operation to use to solve a problem. And then it says subtraction examples. So here are some words that we'll see in our problems that tell us that we're doing subtraction. Less than, reduced by, minus, difference, fewer than, how many fewer, how many more, how many were left, or how much change. All of these words tell us that we're going to be looking for, or that we're going to be subtracting. Now, these aren't the only words. Sometimes there's other words that we could call clue operation words for subtraction as well. So we'll have to look closely at all of our word problems. Okay, then it says result unknown. The difference is not known, so we don't know our answer. So we know our minuend, we know our subtrahend, but we don't have our difference. Then in an equation, this is an example of an equation, a number sentence that shows equal values on both sides of an equal sign. Okay, and then this is something that we haven't had this unit, is a tape diagram. Okay, a tape diagram is a diagram that looks like a segment of tape used to show the relationship between numbers. So here we have an unknown. They haven't solved for this. When you were in first grade, you did something like this called number bonds. So this is similar to this. This would be our unknown. So these two numbers will equal the top number. Okay, let's look at our steps. Our first step says we're going to read the problem. Sometimes I like to even read the problem twice if I struggle reading it. Then I'm going to identify any operation clue words. And we're actually going to not only identify them, we're going to underline them. So let's underline them. Then we're going to use a tape diagram to identify the whole and to identify the parts. So this is the whole, the top number, and then these are the two parts that equal the whole. Then we're going to write an equation that represents the tape diagram. And then we're going to solve the unknown part using a previously learned strategy. So we're towards the end of our unit, friends. We've learned 3 strategies. We've learned draw a picture strategy. And remember when we used draw a picture, we drew those base 10 blocks where we had hundreds, tens, and ones. We also had our place value strategy. That was another strategy we did. And then the last strategy that we just finished was our number line strategy. So we have 3 strategies that you get to choose from to solve, okay? All right, so boys and girls, I'm gonna get started on my first problem. Here's my first story or word problem. And it says, I'm gonna zoom in a bit. There were 46 kids in line for lunch. 24 of them got their food and sat down. How many kids were still in line? Okay, so something that I want to show you that sometimes they do a little tricky. I see 46 written as a number, but then they wrote 24 in word form. So that is just 24. Sometimes they do that to trick me, okay? So I might read it one more time. There were 46 kids in line for lunch. 24 of them got their food and sat down. How many kids were still in line? So I don't see any of my exact clue words from my book, but I see how many kids were still. Still means like left. So that's my clue word that I'm going to have a subtraction problem here. Okay, so what is my tape diagram? Well, if I was to do a tape diagram, my whole was 46. There was 46 kids total in line for lunch. 24 of them already got food and sat down, but there's still some left. So this is my missing. So I can say 46 minus 24 equals this. So my equation is 46 minus or take away 24 equals my unknown. So now I just have to decide on what strategy I want. What strategy would I want to use this for? We just did the number line strategy and I really liked that, friends, so I might do that. I might make my number line, put my minuend at the end, and then take my subtrahend, which is 24, and decompose it. So 24 has 2 tens and 1 4. So if I say 46, take away 1 10, I get 36. 36 take away 10 is 26. And 26 take away 4 is 22. So my difference, or my missing part, is 22. And that makes sense, boys and girls, because 24 and 22 together will make 46 my whole. Okay, let's look at another one of these. This one says, Alex had 37 points to spend in the student store. She used 16 points. How many points did she have left? Ooh, there's my big key word right there, left. That tells me I'm going to subtract. Okay, so what do I know? I'm going to do a tape diagram. She had 37. That was her whole. And she spent 16. And then how many's left would be the other part. So 37 take away this part equals this part. So my equation is 37 subtract 16 will give me my missing part. Okay, so now I just get to decide. Do I want to draw a picture? Do I want to do the place value strategy? Do I want to do the number line strategy again? I get to really just choose what I want to do. I think I'm going to do the draw a picture strategy. So to do draw a picture strategy, I draw the minuend. So the minuend has 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I'm going to subtract the subtrahend. And the subtrahend has 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 10. So what am I left with? I'm left with 2 tens, so 2 tens is 20, and 1 1, which is 1. So 20 plus 1 equals 21. So my missing part here is 21, or my difference is 21. Okay, boys and girls, let's do some of these together. Let's do a few together. We are today on page, let me find where we're at. We are on page 52. Okay, so please turn to page 52 with me. And here's our first problem. It says, Theo needs to read 99 pages to finish his book. He read 67 pages. How many pages does Tho have left to read? Ooh, so what's my key word here? I see left. Left tells me we're going to subtract. Okay, so what would our tape diagram look like? Our whole was 99. That's how many he had to read to finish. And one of our parts is 67. He already did 67, so he has this much left. This is our unknown. So our equation could be 99 subtract one of the parts equals the other part. So my whole take away one part equals the other part. Okay, so now friends, we just have to decide how we want to do this. How would we want to solve this? So we could do it any way we'd like. I think the draw a picture strategy that I just did was a great one. So let's draw a picture. So we're going to draw the minuend, which is 9 tens and 9 ones. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to draw the 9 ones. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's what we have. That's our starting number, our minuend. Now we're going to subtract our subtrahend. So we always start with the 1. So I'm going to take away 7 ones. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then let's take away the 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what do we have left? We have 3 tens. So 3 tens is 30 plus 2 ones, which is 2. So our difference or our answer is 32. So 32 was our missing part or our difference. Okay, let's look at one more together. So it says there were 63 pencils in the second grade classroom and 41 of them were broken. How many pencils were not broken? Okay, so how many pencils were not broken? I don't really see very clear clue words here. I see how many, but that doesn't tell me subtraction. So I have to kind of figure that how many were not broken. Well, some were, and I'm looking for the difference. But a lot of times in these questions, you don't see exact clue words. You just have to understand the story. So I know there's so many pencils, some were broken and some weren't. That would be a subtraction. So let's do our tape diagram. And our whole is 63. That's how many pencils there are in whole or in total. And then 41 are broken and the others are not broken. So these are my 2 parts. So my equation is my whole subtract 1 part equals the other part. Okay, so we know we have a subtraction problem, and again, we get to decide what strategy we want. So I've done my number line strategy, I've done my draw a picture strategy. I haven't really done my place value strategy, so we could do our place value strategy if we would like to do that. For our place value strategy, we could draw our place value chart if we wanted to. So we have, for this one, we could say we have our 1s and our 10s. So I have 63. 63 means I have 6 10s, which is 60, and I have 3 1s, which is 3. And I'm going to take away 4 10s, which is 40, and 1 1, which is 1. So what do we get? If we have 3 1s, take away 1 1, we get 2 1s. And if we get 60, take away 40, we get 20. So what is 20 plus 2? Well, 20 plus 2 is 22. So our difference is 22. Okay, boys and girls, when you do these, choose which of the 3 strategies you like the best. So you, again, can use the place value strategy, the number line strategy, or the draw picture. Have a good day. Bye-bye.